What's good, YouTube? Welcome back for episode 20 of Automating an Empire. In the last episode, we started getting a bunch of lag, and I was trying to figure out what it was, and it turns out it was all these pistons that we were using. So I had to actually pull the elevator off, get rid of it, and basically just do a bunch of cleanup just so we don't lag so much. On a good note though, I actually do have my secondary cam on the server now, so that's a good thing. I got my other PC up and running and got it all fixed up, and I may be able to do a little bit better cinematic stuff as well. So we're gonna leave this down here for now. Today we want to work on what we were working on the last episode, which is the space base, which is probably gone by now, because we got attacked when we were there last time. I have added a little bit of a defense to it. It now has both shields and a laser turret, so hopefully we won't get killed if we go up to space right now. I'm just gonna head on up to space, and we're gonna try to get this set up to where we can dock back and forth using our script that we added in last time. I'm just trying to make sure that we make it out of here. In fact, let me go ahead. I did do some reading on the script, and from what I read on that script, we actually need to start it when we're docked, recording path, and then record path all the way to the other one. So we'll go ahead and take care of that real quick. Okay, so in order to do that, I'm going to need to come in here to our programmable block, and we are going to record path and set home here. So all we need to do is apply. We're gonna have to turn it on first and then hit apply, and now, okay, we are connected and we are set. It says connector 1 was set, so we need to go to connector 2 here. So we're just going to go straight up. Hopefully this isn't going to make us run into anything. I think I've got this lined up correctly. Yes, I do. It's not exactly in the center, but we can find center if we really need to. Yeah, it looks like we're going to, because we're getting awfully close to the center here. So let's go ahead and just come on down. We're going to find center here and get it all lined up before we go up to space, because if we don't, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Okay, so yeah, we still have this marked out as center here. So what we need to do is we need to place this actually right about here. So let's go ahead with the conveyor junction. Place the conveyor junction right here. Get rid of this. And place the connector directly on top of that. There we go, and I will place another one right there just to make sure they all connect. And we can start getting rid of some of this stuff here because it's getting in the way of the thrusters at the moment. That works. Just destroy the whole thing, and that's fine. It just got rid of a little bit of the armor over there. That's not a big deal. We can always cut the build and repair back on here. I don't think it's going to cause any issues if I do. I've got them, basically I've been cleaning up the base as much as possible lately, so hopefully we're okay on that. That means I'm going to have to fix this. And probably replace some of these batteries in a bit, but I'm not too worried about them right this moment. I may decide, since we're not really doing any piracy or anything like that, I may just decide to go ahead and get rid of modular encounter spawner. That way we could fit more stuff in. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Should we get rid of modular encounter spawners? That way we can get rid of our shields and all of that and just go with the vanilla encounters? Or should we leave it and continue on like we're doing now? The only issue I have with that would be that we'd no longer be capable of doing piracy. However, I have no issue with getting rid of it, because because we're not really using it. We're not concentrating on piracy or anything like that. And this one is mainly for building purposes and trying to automate as much as possible. By getting rid of it, I think we could automate more. So like I said, let me know down in the comments whether you think I should use should I continue on with concentrating on more automation and keeping the server clean, or should I keep modular encounter spawner as well? Alright, so let's see here. I believe we are good on that, so let's go ahead and land here so we can get this path recording. Okay, just making sure we're connected and landed. Okay, we are connected. So now all we have to do is restart what we were doing there. So let's go back into the programmable block here. And we will stop path recording. And then start again. Okay, so we've set connector 1 as home, good, and connector 2 none, path none. So, okay, now it's time to take off and hope we don't slam into anything. Let me get as good of a view here as we can. I think this thing's going to need a little bit more thrust before it's over with too, because it's super heavy at the moment. Okay, this should be lined up perfectly here with the center. But it's not. I don't get this. Why aren't we going straight up? I may put its landing platform up top here, especially if we get rid of the modular encounter spawner. That would make things a lot easier to deal with. There we go. Okay, so we ran into a little problem here. I accidentally bumped this station here and it's taken off. So I'm just going to delete this station that we've got so far. And we're going to start with something totally new. Okay, I can't seem to stop this. I can't seem to delete it or anything like that. It's just floating around. So I'm just going to leave it be and let it float off into space somewhere. Maybe it'll get picked up by trash collection sometime. So we're just going to go ahead and return to home real quick, because what I need to do is I need to actually specifically set up kind of like we did last time, to where we've got a straight path directly here. Alright, so we're back at the base, and I think I'm going to go ahead and put this on the top, because I don't know, it just kind of worries me a little bit, if you know what I mean. Coming down this tunnel like that without anything to hold on to. Editor nobody here. Sorry for the mix-up on the audio here. I have fixed it, but there's no way I can fix it in editing, so it won't happen again. Okay, I've decided, since I don't fully trust everything, I'm gonna go ahead and just put a landing spot right on top of here. I'm gonna leave a couple blocks in between so we can get little ships in and out. So I think that's gonna be high enough. I'm pretty sure I should be able to get the little ships in and out here, and we'll just use the little ships downstairs, and we'll give this guy a home up here. Actually, we'll go a couple want to put these here just in case I want to put something else up here that requires conveyors. That's the only reason for it. And we're just going to run long conveyor tubes all the way down here. I guess that'll be the easiest route. Okay, so we've gotten it all the way down to the bottom here. Now I just need to find something to attach to. I think it's going to be best to run from, let me go ahead and get rid of this one here because that's going to be in a bad spot. It's going to be a little bit too long. We need to go with regular conveyor tubes instead of a medium here. And then we can put the junction here and just run to the side here. I'm going to go ahead and get this set up for going to space. And just like we did before, I'm just going to fly straight up and I'm going to record my path along the way and just stop. And we're going to build the base off of that. Alright, we've got it coming to a complete stop here. Once we come to a complete stop, I'll be able to hop out and just create the base off of this. And I can tell it that's where we want to be. Now, I'm going to do this slightly differently than I did last time. That way I'm absolutely certain it counts. So I'm just going to, let me go ahead and grab some stuff here. I'm going to do the normal thing here of connecting these two connectors, but since we're in 0G, I should be able to cut this one off by changing the color here. Yes, I was able to cut that one off and keep it stationary, so then all I have to do is place this. Or not. I see what the problem with this was earlier. This thing is on walk mode, isn't it? Yeah, that's on walk mode. This should be on fly mode. I'll definitely be able to place the connector here once we get this chopped. Oh, we're out of power cells. Okay, so that's going to be a problem there. Let me go ahead and tell this grind before weld. And then we'll bring some more back. Okay, so that exploded on us. Interesting. Let me see if I can put a control panel here and just set this as a station real quick so it doesn't go flying or moving around on us. Okay, it is now converted to a station. Let's see if that moves. Nope. Good, good. That's exactly what I was wanting to do here. So let's go ahead and get some computers in here. We're probably out of computers in here as well. Yeah, we're out of computers as well. So let's go ahead and figure something we can grab some computers off of here. Let's see, we need 20 of them. We don't really need these timer blocks at the moment. That'll give us 10 and 15. I just need to get connected to this and then I can go back to the base real quick. And we'll just grab some off of this because we're not going to need it right this minute. There we go. And hopefully it doesn't grind that completely down. Okay, I'm thinking ahead this time and placing 2 conveyor junctions and a floor in between the battery and the connector. That way we can run the conveyors wherever we want to now and still have a floor here. So this will be our bottom floor. I will, however, need some sort of power supply here. So let's do a small nuclear if we can. We're gonna need 25 computers for that. Is there anything that we can do power-wise that doesn't? Yes. We can add a solar panel. That might need computers though. That needs 4. That's a lot better. We can find 4. So I'm just going to plop a solar panel down here so we can just get some quick energy to this thing. And I'll grab 4 computers off of here. And we're out of solar cells. Interesting. Oh no, we don't have any queued up downstairs, that's why. I mean, I've got tons of reactors here, reactor components, but we just don't have the computers for a reactor, I don't think. Let's look. The small reactor requires 25 computers, so let's go ahead and just try to build one of those real quick. And we'll grab the computers off of here. And what else can we grab some computers from here that's not gonna hurt us? I mean, technically, I think I can get to the computers on here without dropping. No, I can't. We need the programmable block to get back down. We need 1 gyroscope. I might be able to grab it from the shielding if needed. Hopefully we won't. Yeah, there's 500 computers in here. Hopefully we won't need this anytime soon. Alright, so there we go. Let's go ahead and do computers here. And we will need a little bit of uranium, which we probably don't have. No, we don't. Basic assembler. We can get rid of this. And we'll try basic assembler instead. There we go. That's exactly what we needed. Okay, so now that that's done, we can go ahead and queue that stuff up. So let's see, I'm gonna have to disassemble something that's going to give me silicon. So that would be, okay, so we need to put some of these bulletproof glasses in here. I'd say about 20 should work, and we need to put some of these motors in here as well. And then we can just disassemble this, and hopefully that'll be enough to make the solar cells that we need. Okay, so we need 22 of the solar cells. We should be able to make that pretty easily. Good. That's what we needed right there. So it should go ahead and, yeah, auto build that. Now it's got power. Good. And we can connect it and check our programmable block. Yes, and we can go ahead and stop path recording. And now let's go fly to home position. Okay, so we made it back here. So let's see how much we've been able to make. And yes, it fixed it all up. Good, good. Okay, so we've got 3,000 power cells now. We should be good for all of that. And let's go ahead and queue up some solar cells too. So I'm gonna have to look for the correct LCD here. Alright, so the auto crafting, that's the one I need here. So I need to go into edit text and find, actually we'll just cheat a little bit and we'll go for queuing up a bunch of solar cells here, and then edit the text on the auto crafting, it should be auto crafting 2. And we'll just add, okay, yeah, we've got solar cell here. We need, we're gonna do 2,000 of them just to be on the safe side. We're gonna put some solar cells on our base, or our space bases back up. Easies is causing some issues with our lag, so I'll let that run for a little while to queue all that stuff up that we need. Okay, so that's all done. Now it's time to head on back to the space station and start building. Okay, so we know we can land back at the base from the station, so let's see if we can go to the station from the base. And if so, we'll put the commands on our bar. It looks as though we can. Okay, good. So while we're flying there, I'm just going to go ahead and do exactly that. I'm going to put the commands on the bar here. So this will be not that. I need the programmable block. This will be run, and this will be job POS. And then I can run this one home position. We now have a shuttle back and forth to the space station. Alright, we made it back and everything docked up perfectly fine, and we didn't go knocking the station all over the place and all of that, so this is really good. The first thing we need to do is we need to possibly get some kind of ore detection going on here and try to find us some resources up here. That way we can start running some stuff back and forth. We're gonna definitely need uranium. We're gonna need to start building this out a little bit, so let's go ahead and start building this out. I'm gonna let the ship charge the battery here as well, because we don't really need any charge on the ship except for very minor charge, so I'm not too worried. We've got extra batteries on there, so that's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and add quite a few batteries here as well, because this place is gonna need some good battery power. Alright, so we've got that started, and let's go ahead and start adding some flair to this place a little bit. I don't want to make it look ugly, so we're gonna go ahead and add flare in the beginning. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of this nuclear reactor here and then place some conveyors where it is at. Don't worry, we will have a reactor room before it's over with. Okay, we have incoming. I have to worry about that. I just saw our ship attacking. It's about 3 kilometers out, so we should have enough time to finish up some stuff here and maybe even get some defenses going. Okay, so I've got 4 Gatling turrets placed here on the outer edges of what we've got so far. I think we're probably going to build more out than that, but for now that'll work just fine. So I could actually do something along the lines of this. Maybe add a bunch of Gatlings in here. Yeah, we're gonna add some turrets in here. That way they'll just completely rain down craziness. So that's 3 on either side. Ooh, there's a kamikaze drone, and interestingly enough, I don't know if we have power for these guns. Let's go ahead and control them and see what happens. Luckily our shield saved us from the kamikaze. Okay, we just don't have line of sight on these guys with the lasers. So I'm gonna have to place some lasers somewhere in here as well. So let's go ahead and finish all of this off and set all these up for maximum distance. That way, if this guy gets close enough to us, we'll just start tearing it up and continue on what we were doing. Alright, so we have some power, we have some defenses, not a whole lot yet, and we have a little skeleton out here, so we can get started on building the base. I want to build some stuff over on the back end here, so let's go ahead and change my color here. I'll be coloring this not as we build it, but as we get further and understand what we want it to look like. Okay, I want to do this on both sides of this. Yeah, I'm gonna put some windows here. Let's go for, check out the window wall with the DLC here. I haven't used one of these yet. These look more like crew quarters setups than anything, so that'll work out quite nicely. This is where we'll put our crew quarters at. Okay, so we're running pretty low on energy here, so I'm just going to go ahead and add some solar panels here, because if I don't, we are going to run out of energy completely. That explains why the guns stopped firing earlier. And just to speed this up, I'm going to add a hydrogen engine as well, because we do have hydrogen here, so we can run the engines, and that'll actually help charge up the batteries quite a bit. Let me connect them to a, yeah, right here. And the Reaver ship's noticed something. Hopefully it's not us. He's about 5 kilometers out. We can use some of this hydrogen we have stored up to help charge the batteries up. Okay, so I've gotten one of these pretty much done for now. And I'm probably going to set this up right here as an actual floor. So I'll probably do something along the lines of this. Yeah, I think that's gonna work, and we'll just put a floor across here, and we'll probably curve it a little bit later. But actually, I think we've gotten pretty far today. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the video here, and in the next episode we'll continue working on the space base. Thank you for watching the video all the way through. How about dropping a like to let me know that you did? Also, if you haven't already, please help us reach our goal of 2,000 subscribers. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, click one of the videos on your screen now. Thank you. Have a nice day.